With Jesus, our selfish, self-motivated hearts are washed clean of selfish ambition. The selfless death of Jesus Christ takes away all of our selfishness. Through his whole life, think of it, he did not consider equality with God something to be grasped. Instead, he took the very nature of a servant, becoming obedient even to death on a cross. Jesus Christ pushed himself down to death and hell so that you and I could be raised up to heaven. Jesus Christ loves you this much that he died and he rose so that at the end of time, when God looks at you, he won't say, man, that's an ugly heart full of sin. Instead, he will look at you and say, that person is beautiful. That person is holy and perfect, and I want them to be my bride, and I want them to be in a relationship with me in heaven, and I want them to live at my address in these heavenly mansions. Jesus Christ, God the Father, looks at you and says, you are beautiful though you weren't. He says that heart is perfect because when he looks at you, he sees Jesus. And now, friends, that beautiful heart that God has given to you doesn't just think of itself. That beautiful Christian heart that sees Jesus so clearly, it also looks to attend to the needs of other people. Let's look for a moment and see what happens to Tabitha here. After being raised from the dead, it says, this became known all over Joppa, and many people believed in the Lord. After Tabitha is raised from the dead, she goes right back to her work of showing Christ. This is her autobiography. This is her obituary. That at the end, people would say, Tabitha wanted nothing more than for everyone to see Christ in her. And so, friends, like that sinful woman who was washed clean in the blood of the Lamb, we too want nothing more than for people to see Christ in us. And so we take our hearts motivated by the gospel in charity. We take our hearts motivated by the gospel and we share with those less fortunate. We show care and love and concern for family members and fellow members of our church who need our love and our support. And we give to our communities around us because God has blessed us with a beautiful heart from Jesus that seeks to share the way that Jesus did. Friends, let's ask the question, what makes us beautiful? At the end of our life, when people come to our casket, when people stand in front of us the way that they stood in front of Tabitha and Dorcas, what do we want people to say? What do we want them to say about us that they can say, that was a beautiful person? Surely not transitory things. Surely we want them to say the only thing that that person wanted in life was to be known for loving Christ. And so, friends, maybe because it's Mother's Day right now, I can take a direct message directly for our ladies in the congregation to all of you, even the little ones like my daughter, and I can say something to you. In a world that tells you that you are beautiful by adding something to yourself, or that you have to buy something to make yourself beautiful, in a world that tells you that beauty on the outside is the most important thing, don't ever forget what really makes you beautiful as a woman, as a mother, and as a daughter. What makes you beautiful is that God taught you about Jesus and washed your heart clean, and now you serve him not for yourself, but for what he has done for you. And gentlemen in the congregation, I'm going to speak to you directly too, because that is the mission of our ladies who have that beautiful heart. Make sure you tell them what makes them beautiful, because they don't always feel it. Make sure you tell them that the most beautiful thing about them is that they love Jesus and that you're thankful for how they serve and for how they share that message with you and your friends and family. Friends, I know that sometimes I get a little carried away with the song lyrics once in a while, and so it gets old when I do it sermon after sermon, but I kind of thought that this one fits. I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go to waste, but I do want you and your beautiful soul. Remember what makes your soul beautiful. It ain't you, it's Jesus. And then take that beautiful heart that he gave you and share it in charity with those around you.